at this point, one of the biggest questions we're going to have is where's that flute? Since that flute is hard required for Misery Mire.
All right, and we're back on stream. Looks like we had some issues, but we have found the Titan Smiths actually in C-shaped house. We haven't seen that before. That was the one check that hasn't been done in, I think, on Ticknaldo's side when he went into these, and that was the myths. So Ticknaldo's probably gonna take a Smith right now to the south. Because it's on the way. He can easily do it and then continue to pot.
Yeah, picking up the myths there gives them an easy Smith chain, hit all those south checks, including where we know both arrows are, and then yeah, head to pot eastern and
yeah, and the question becomes, okay, so Ticknaldo has a clear route, right? But DapperWorm could make the decision at some point to say, you know what, I'm gonna go the mountain first, because like there are 1 billion items, and maybe I'm just gonna be 1 or 2 from Go mode, and I can find them easily in pot or something.
yeah, I mean, there's at this point with this loadout, there's so many options for these runners to take that I don't think there really is a bad option for them at this point, since we are still so many items away from Go mode.
Yeah, I mean, what speaks against the mountain somewhat is that you don't know yet how to get on the mountain logically, right? Like, you don't want to miss your flute, but on the other hand, if you find the lamp on the mountain, then you automatically know that the flute is going to be somewhere, and you might just want to go to pot since you found the lamp, and maybe the flute is just in there.
Yeah, hope that prevent a double dip on pod. I mean, not that these runners should really need the lamp that much, the level of runners that they're at, but sometimes those pod dark rooms can be a little tricky.
Yeah, I mean, we have the fire out for the boss, right? But still, we're on 5 hearts, green mail. This can get out of hand quickly. Helmasaur can be nasty if he spits like his fire, and then his tail is gonna own you, and yeah, can get out of hand pretty quickly. But assuming these 2 runners can do it, and pretty much only unlucky RNG is gonna stop them. All right, DapperWorm, where are you going? You could go even north here, saying, I check Bumper Cave and Graveyard Ledge, and that's what he's doing probably. And then go up the mountain.
Yeah.
Nothing on the Smith chain as far as I can see, right?
No, not so far. I haven't seen anything.
Wait, wait, DapperWorm has the Quake, right? The Quake was in, I think it was like the...
No, I don't know that Dapper does. Quake was...
Was it at the dam?
Yeah, but did he actually check that?
I thought he went there from Hypekit, but I might be wrong. It is not too worrying yet, in my eyes. Wait, oh, can we not even doing Graveyard Ledge? Alright, fair. So Ticknaldo gets his silvers. I assume he's gonna go to pot. You go to pot from here, right?
Yeah, 100% you go to pod. Maybe swing over and check Pyramid Ledge real quick. Unless you're gonna route in that and potentially catfish after you get finish pod eastern.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but we saw DapperWorm actually checking Aga Ledge, but using that moment to go on the mountain. So technically his Aga check was a little bit quicker than Ticknaldo, but he still did it in the end.
DapperWormMan successfully mixed that with the old man for 10 arrows.
All right, looks like we're going to Hera first. So with the loader we have, I mean, you could make the case to, you know, clear Hera as much as... Oh, there's the first bottle that we see. But yeah, you could make the case to just clear Hera and then do Spy Cave and keep the entire East Death Mountain on its own, so you go the hookshot way next time. But I can also see him like skipping out on like Hera Basement or even Spy Cave, since he still probably doesn't feel as great about his death. Yeah, anything is possible pretty much.
Yeah. But the only thing we're missing for mountain checks right now is book, so like I said, and we did have a bow locked pod. Of course, not that it mattered by the time either runner would have gotten here with where those bows were, but
yeah, and nicely enough that we have the mirror from the get-go pretty much. And while DapperWorm doing an easy Hera pot. And I think we found a small key and a heart piece.
yes.
And that's the original boots. That's 20 rupees. DapperWorm's out of here. So you're not gonna skip anything in Hera. That's nice. Or I mean, is it though? Maybe DapperWorm wanted to have one bad item in the basement so he can skip something and hope his opponent wastes some time, but that's always a double-edged sword. I had that dash through the bumper. I'm not gonna do it anymore without my cape.
Yeah, that's definitely not one that I can set up consistently. I just avoid it when if at all possible.
Yeah, I mean, in Hera you have so many ways to drop down. Like, I feel like Hera drop downs just feel like they hurt double the amount of, you know, other drop downs.
DapperWormMan with his second crystal at 26 minutes and about 35 seconds.
Alright, this Dark U room is in logic, so we got all the keys. So that means Harmless Hellway is also still in logic. So there could be still a lamp or a flute in that. We see a second bottle on the mountain, this time with a fairy. And there's another bottle, so Sikke could actually have our progression for the mountain. Wow. And that might be the only one, like the only logical bottle to get. And also Turtle Rock needs ether. Yeah, Ticknaldo still has to be careful here.
We have 2.5 hearts, definitely has to be careful.
Yeah, DapperWorm gets some good hearts here right now, like he's getting loaded up. There's the big key and pod in the dark. So no hammer jumpers today. And there's ether.
Alright, so when Ticknaldo gets that knowledge, I'll be happy to have one last thing to be hunting for.
Yeah, I mean we need a flute, we need a cane, and we need a nice rod and potentially a bombos. Alright, we're gonna get the Spiral Cave check first. We haven't seen Paradox Cave yet. It's gonna be a ton of items once again. And this is like one of the caves where you just see yourself in go mode. This could, like, you know, if it's like a 10 out of 10 Paradox Cave.
Ticknaldo heading to the basement, on his way to the Helmosaur King.
So interesting, like DapperWorm does Paradox Cave last. Now, that has a slight disadvantage if you want to be efficient, because there's no good check, a nice tempered sword. There's no good way to check Spy Cave now unless he gets the book at some point. You could have routed that differently, but I'm sure DapperWorm isn't even like, he doesn't probably want to full clear everything right now, so I'm totally okay with how he routed this. Just has to work out, I guess.
Pretty much just blue mail and red boomerang paradox today.
Yeah, nothing really on the mountain there.
Nice Helmosaur King fight on Ticknaldo's side. Hitting that single silver arrow the second that knocked off the skull.
Oh wow. So at least we know the flute is lamp locked, right?
Yes. So I wonder where. I do wonder what sphere zeros or one that we're missing right now that holds our lamp. I wonder if it's I wonder if it's in Skull Woods.
Yeah, it could be.
Neither runner has checked that.
I mean, it could also be just an Eastern here.
True.
So I wonder if they have like a 50-50 chance if someone's gonna gamble, because logically, if the big key is not vanilla, we just can do the boss, but not the big key chest. And if you want to get if you want to get a little spicy, there's a chance that there's your big key. So there's a chance that we might have one or another runner skipping the Eastern big key chest.
That hook shot, we won't have to go the long way today to get this chest. Just dash down and grab it real quick.
And there's a map, so we at least will have a 50-50 chance later, potentially a guaranteed item in the big key chest. There's 10 arrows. I think we still have Agina open, right? We haven't seen Agina yet. It is a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, we haven't seen Agina yet.
So Ticknaldo is going to make the safe play. I mean, he's 1-0 up, right? So it makes total sense for him to say, you know what, my opponent somewhat has to make a move. Unless, he feels like he's the clearly weaker runner, but I think both are pretty good. Otherwise, they wouldn't be playing in top 16. So I think like going a little bit more safer for now. He has a good route. He has a good choice. But we're getting in territory where we have to ask if Dapper slowly, caught up with his death. But it is the item in Eastern, but it's just a heart piece.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the plays Dapper's made, I don't know that he's 100% caught up with that death, but it's definitely a lot closer than it was.
Well, let's say if he even if there's the item in Eastern Big Key Chest, if he skips that, then I think we can surely say he got the time back.
Yeah, if he skips that for sure, it's be super close. That 2-minute deficit definitely gets wiped out.
I mean, we got some good access with the flute, even though it's not logical, but this is the kind of seed where you definitely don't want to look for the lamp, although that can big time backfire. We're assuming right now that we're just missing the lamp, but there can still be some weird logic happening where on the way on your lamp you find the Cane of Samoria or an ice rod. and then you don't go there for ages.
I mean, there can't be a ton of locations that we haven't checked that lamp could be hiding at this point, knowing that pod is lamp locked. So
Interesting. We're saving quitting on Ticknaldo's side. What are we doing? Sank? Oh, it's this King's Tomb. It should be King's Tomb, right? Wait, do we do King's Tomb?
he's turning in Sick Kid and activating his flute.
Yeah, but
He hasn't done King's Tomb, no.
he has no. He could no. When would he have done that? Yeah, no. He probably forgot it. I mean, as long as there's nothing, he's gonna be fine. But if there's something, it's really hard to get back there if you have the flute and the mirror active. Because like you really want to just flute away everywhere every time and not save and quit and start at Sank.
And he could still route it back in now real quick after these, just to, if he remembers. But like I said, there's so much open right now for him. With having the whole of the mountain open for the first time.
Yeah, I think if he wants to really check it, then he kind of wants to see. Oh, he's going for it immediately. Oh, maybe not. Because I was just about to say, if he gets like the mushroom, he can do the mushroom and then just hop into the water to the left or just walk to the left. I don't know. Over the bridge, something like that. But it looks like we're just gonna take a potion. Where are we going? This looks like a desert. Yeah, I mean, you can forget it. There's your flippers.
All right, so no flippers go mode. Again, not that they were logically required for anything except for that ice rod.
The fire rod, yeah. But, you know, with those flippers, suddenly pedestal is something that comes into the question. It gives us logical fire rod access, and also, you know, as long as Cold Stare's not having a key, we have the entire pedestal access as well. Yeah, and also we need the Quake medallion for Meyer. And the good thing is DapperWorm pretty much cannot skip Quake, because at some point he's going to see those flippers, and if he runs out of locations, he's going to go to Swamp. And when you pull the water, you're going to see right before you go into your portal, oh, there's Quake outside. Oh, damn, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines. If he doesn't remember that he didn't do the dam yet, but I don't think so.
Yeah, DapperWormMan knocks out pod and is headed to Eastern. Let's see if he makes this 50-50 gamble at the end.
And you know, we're not that far apart, right? Dapper is going to clean up Eastern here. I'm sure Ticknaldo is going to go ahead and do Desert, but at some point he's going to go up the mountain for Hera and stuff as well. So I think DapperWorm is definitely coming somewhat back here.
Oh, for sure. Seeing kind of where they're at for dungeons right now, you know, Desert versus Hera, super, you know, time similar. And like you said, it's going to be, you know, once he's out of Eastern, they're going to be pretty much even. So, especially if DapperWormMan, you know, gambles on that this 50-50 and skips it, and definitely this one's super tight. If not, DapperWormMan's somehow still just keep a little bit in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Ticknaldo has done the Smith Chain, which DapperWorm hasn't done. No, but there was nothing there, so he's good on that front. But yeah, still has to activate the fluid. So let's see, we're gonna see that big chest. What are we gonna do, DapperWormMan? Alright, we're gonna get the 50-50, and he's gonna be right with that, unless he's going back for that item at some point. And honestly, this is a somewhat calculated, risk. I mean, he still has a good amount of things left, and if he's finding the flippers at some point, he's gonna, have even more left. So there are good chances that he's never gonna go back to Eastern unless it's like a really bad spot for an ice roller with kind of Samaria.
Yeah, he's never going back to Eastern unless it was the last location, something that he thought was there.
All right, nice desert clear from Ticknaldo, or we're gonna see definitely checkerboard cave. Are we going to see? No, we're not gonna see Meyer. We're gonna see him on the mountain. I'm pretty sure. Oh ho! Talking of the Cane of Samaria. It's right next to Meyer. So are we going back to Meyer, or is he gonna go up the mountain first? I think you'll go Meyer here. Okay, maybe not. Well, he maybe wants to find, the lamp first, but do you really look for the lamp now if you have the flippers and you have like 2 flipper pennant dungeons?
So that does mean for Ticknaldo that we technically are. Never mind. I was gonna say we're in an ice rod hunt. That's go mode. Or Ticknaldo.
This is the kind of seed where you definitely wanna be able to do the Meyer Dark Room, right? Because if you're looking for the lamp, literally, you have you have all 3 pennants in logic up to the pedestal.
Yep.
This is like, oh god. But yeah, looks like Ticknaldo and go mode. And DapperWormMan, let's see. Yeah, he's gonna get the Quake soon. It's important for him.
Yeah, he'll see the quake here and grab it. Hopefully, not leave it behind, even though he doesn't know what the Meyer entrance is yet.
Yeah, I mean, Ticknaldo having skipped all the mountain, which is pretty good. But he's missing a sword, if I remember correctly. I don't know if he's gonna check for that. And no, DapperWorm making good use of the tempered so far. Doesn't need as much stuff.
The difference between third swords, if they get to Ganon, close, it can definitely make a big difference. It just depends on how soon we see DapperWormMan get into his go mode.
Yeah, this could really be close. I'm not sure yet. Like, I think Ticknaldo is slightly ahead right now if we don't count the sword difference. Because, like, that Hera is gonna be quickly as hell. And, like, Ticknaldo's gonna go up to TRC. Alright, I got the medallion, let's go. But then there is that tempered difference for now. We could still find the 4th sword somewhere. But yeah. So wait, where was the ice rod?
Agina.
Oh, okay. So, that could be. This could be scary for DapperWorm if he intends to, be more aggressive, because he was relatively aggressive for now, and with those flippers, you got a ton of checks.
Yeah, but I mean, having to going over to check K45, knowing you haven't checked Agina, I think is just a natural route.
I think
it depends on how aggressive he thinks he has to be.
Yeah, I mean, he knows at least that his lamp is somewhat early, and I think Ticknaldo also did do Agina because he thought, okay, maybe I just get my lamp here, because like that dark room is somewhat nasty, and yeah, but we're gonna take the flippers. Yeah, be careful with the hook speed. We do the boss here. Yeah. So I don't know. I think there this shouldn't be a problem, but I can see him, just going onto Mire, finish that, and then, continue to Turtle Rock and do all those things.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, I think it's all about where that fourth sword is, so...
So here's the dark room. Looking good. Like, Ticknaldo still has to be somewhat careful. He's still on 8 hearts and green mail. Like, a lot of things still to, like, do good amount of damage. Now he gets the spooky action.
Yep.
Alright, DapperWorm picking up his 5th crystal. Meanwhile, Ticknaldo is almost as well at his 5th crystal. Difference is Ticknaldo is gonna be having a roughly 1 minute Hera, if not even less. And DapperWormMan has still a little bit of a longer Mire. And also needs to pick up the Ice Rod, which is very close to him. Next to the cane that he actually needs. So with the half magic, and I think having another green hue, I would currently give it to Ticknaldo, because I don't think the Master Sword is as bad in this situation than in like situations where you have like low magic and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad. I mean, the fact you have to constantly spend, even though in those first areas, it's time consuming, but then, Silver's kind of balances that out, so...
Yeah. I mean, you still have to execute it, and it's definitely still easier with Tempered, but it's like you have the potential to just don't lose as much time as if you don't have Silvers. Oh no.
DapperWormMan flutes away.
Well, okay, so he's doing Mire first. This can still be somewhat of a time loss if he's like looking for items. Question is he gonna do Agina afterwards?
Tempered on Dapper side was in Paradox Cave, which Ticknaldo got his go mode before checking that, before even going up the mountain.
Never even brought the old man home.
So see what kind of route we have today in Triple Rock. Yeah, this was a super jet seed Jocelyn. Ticknaldo hit go mode at about 40 minutes and 30 seconds. So but big divergence on both runners, which is why we have the difference in the crystals and things like that, and why DapperWormMan has that 3rd sword and Ticknaldo does not.
Did we see the Bicky in TR?
I don't know. I got distracted by chat, I think.
So I think there's a good chance that Dapper is after finishing Meyer might be going Agina to save and quit there, you know, and then start on the mountain. That could give him a good chance to check this. And then he would be surprised to see the ice rod there, but it is his go mode.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't, and it won't put him. You know, it'll definitely tighten things up here. I mean, Ticknaldo definitely in the lead right now, but we must not have seen our big key as we are opening lava chests to grab that big key. It would tighten things back up here for DapperWormMan.
Yeah, and I think he found both items in here, right? So
yeah,
there's no like big key chest stuff to come back for or something like that.
And he already checked the big key. Yeah, they found the big key and then went and did the big key chest. Both of them did. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, DapperWorm now in his dark room. Has to get that cane on the that cane block on the switch. That looks pretty good, really good. So I think we can safely say, right, unless like Pyramid or Catfish has the lamb, it should be in one of the pendant dungeons or on pedestal and that or like green pendant. So yeah, definitely a seed where you want to know your dark rooms. While Dapper left his dark room, Ticknaldo entered his last one in Turtle Rock.
One of the easier dark rooms of the game. As long as you know the correct path.
Yeah, once you're getting, you know, tricked away from your original path, it can be somewhat tricky. Will you check the last chest? No, he's not gonna check the last chest.
Thought he might just looking for that sword, but
yeah,
it's not.
But then, you know, you got the entire GT. You can expect like one maybe being in swamp or something, or in a different pennant. So what are the chances, right? And it looks like Dapper is gonna get his ice rod. That is really important to keep the match close. Get some hammer backdraw strats from Ticknaldo. And that is go mode for Dapper. Also going to TR. But yeah, it looks like Ticknaldo has a significant lead, even though the Master Sword is still the clearly weaker sword. But the difference is, I think, pretty much, yeah, a minute or two.
I mean, it's a full TR at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Ticknaldo still has to do Hera, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say minus about 2 minutes, so it's a 3.5, 4 minute difference. This takes about 6 minutes for TR.
You know, you're 53 minutes and you're going to GT. You know, the pressure is high regardless, because, like, you know, it was a very quick seed, and I think Ticknaldo's feeling pretty good about not having done the mountain at all. Oh, yeah, good call to mirror here. So Ticknaldo grabbed the heart from the mold arm drop in the air, and that can mess up your Herapod here. And to be safe, he didn't even try. He just mirrored to reset himself, so he's able to just safely Herapod up here. Oh, wrong direction. Well, gotta go the slow way. But anyway, if you want to guess for the GT Bicky guessing game, a number between 1 and 22, we are starting right now, because after the fight, there's not going to be much time left until we actually enter GT. So get your guesses in right now. And yeah, Moldorm is down. Ticknaldo gets a 7th crystal. Rocky, what is your number going to be?
I always say number 8. I think I've been right once out of all the times that I've guessed. So
maybe another time today. I'm gonna go with a 10. I see some people already taking the 10. Good luck with that. But yeah, if we want to have a rather close race, we need Ticknaldo to do either something like a hope route and DapperWorm, checks the right side. Or it has to be something like a time room gamble or something like that. But it's currently, I would say, Ticknaldo's match to lose, but things happen in Rando.
we have a GT endurance at 55 minutes and 36 seconds. So we'll be able to see how far DapperWormMan is behind.
All right, there's a key here. Oh, the big key's gonna be here. And yeah, good thing he got a key here. That could have ended up very badly.
So
that was number 5, I think, right? Yeah, I think the first two on Hope. Oh no, Dapper forgot the big key. Oh no. Yeah, it was number 5. Let's see. I don't see a number 5. I see number 4's. Chibikage with a number 4. And I don't know if Frackalope was in time with this 4, but anyway, GG's to you guys being the closest ones. And Ticknaldo making a good work of his half magic here. But has to be a little careful. Ooh, that is a... Oh, God!
Alright, brings up the goo.
Yeah. Was probably the wise decision. Same for Dapper here. Taking the blue goo here in TR makes total sense. You don't want to lose because you took a really unfortunate death. Alright,
improvement there on Ticknaldo's side.
Yeah. Looking pretty strong. Probably looking for tempered up here. Will we get another tempered sword? Not for now. So, I mean, Ganon can still be somewhat tricky, right? We don't have the cape. So spinning is not gonna be possible with the burner. But in general, I think this shouldn't be a big deal. Ooh. Careful, you don't want to enrage Moldon. Yes. Alright. But yeah. I mean, Ticknaldo still has a big lead. Alright, Dapper getting a 7th crystal done. He's going to be off to GT. Meanwhile, Ticknaldo is already in the Aga 2 fight.
That's 3 hits. Four and 5 there, and number 6. Oh, nice. Aga 2 down, and we are on our way to Ganon.
And by the way, for the people who are interested, this is, I think, the final round of or the final matchup, rather, in the round of 16. So all the upcoming matches should be, as far as I know, round of 8. Alright, doing some good spins.
DapperWormMan headed into Stuffos room on the left.
That's unfortunate, but he's gonna mirror as it looks like. Off in phase 2. Ooh, that's an unfortunate hit from the bat.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here.
Yeah, you got tons of magic to spare, but only the spinning part is the problem. But looks like the Barretts weren't too bad here. Oh, that was so close. I mean, he would have survived, but
that was tight timing on that to get that off when he did.
Yeah, I think not having done the mountain, he's like, okay, don't die, just finish it, it's okay. Yeah, even like here, okay, fine, you know, put your you know, your fire bat out. Ooh. Be careful. You're still far ahead, but you know, the nerves can kick in when you fall or die again once. Well, we should be fine having done the harder parts of the fight.
Tried to set up a double there, but too hard when you're doing spins to make him vulnerable.
Yeah. So another one. There was one more missing. And that is it.
Those GGs into Ticknaldo, who does advance. Official race time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 27 seconds.
GG's. It's going to play Ascent in the quarterfinals. So we have another German duel in this tournament. Let's see if he's coming for an interview.
DapperWormMan continues to make his way up Ganon's tower. DapperWormMan grabbing some extra magic there. Needs to be able to hit these fire rod shots.
Yeah, I mean, you've probably seen the race room. See Ticknaldo being done.
Yeah. Some runners, kind of do a cursory glance when they enter GT and they don't worry about it until after they're done. Some always have it up, so either way, could have, based on where he was, most runners would have to just finish it out, so. Definitely made up some time here in GT. Having that tempered sword versus master sword definitely shows the difference.
Yeah. Although he had the, dark magician route, so it feels like all the tempered times that he had, went away because of like the GT Bicky routing, unfortunately.
Yeah. But I mean, they were 6 minutes difference coming into GT, and I don't think will be 6 minutes difference at the end. So definitely made up at least a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Nice triple there on DapperWormMan's side. As DapperWormMan drops in his Ganon fight. And the broken heart sleeps again forever, so nothing on pedestal.
Yeah, I really want to know where that lamp is, but I guess there's like so many chances we will never find out. Ooh, be careful. That looks like a good last arrow.
Yep. Get those GGs in for DapperWormMan. Official, as we wait for him to cross here on screen, we do have an official race time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 26 seconds.
GG's.
And here comes DapperWormMan at least to join us. GG's DapperWormMan.
Hello, GG.
Yo, GG suit.
Thank you. Didn't see that Ticknaldo had finished before I started climbing, so just kind of minimized the race room there. But thanks for everybody for watching my gauntlet and Ganon and all that after the race was over.
Yeah, so that early death and escape, that leads you to kind of change your thought process and how you were going to run the race?
A little bit. I mean, I was down a game, so I knew I had to kind of be a little bit aggressive. Getting Zora money and escape, and then getting some bombs kind of made me like to do the Zora thing before Kakariko. But then, you know, the game just kind of put all the items sort of right there. So that kind of scared me. I was thinking maybe a gross ice rod or something would maybe be a thing, but then it was not. Could have been gross, but that Moon Pearl was kind of hidden early game if you maybe do a Gina before Saha or something. So I figured Ticknaldo probably ran across that ice rod once I found it. So, but the early death did not feel good, so I was kind of getting skippy like there in Eastern Palace and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it was rather a little bit. So Ticknaldo avoided the entire mountain, so he never found Tempered and also go moded. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, that crossed my mind too, because there was again second seed in a row, nothing on the mountain and ice rod.
Yeah, and like he jumped down from checkerboard, you know, and got his ice rod. I think, like, so what he was lower on hearts because he got a lot of hearts on the mountain, right? And
Yeah.
I think like with the lamp being out somewhere, either in a pennant dungeon or in something like Agina, he just did it. And then suddenly he found the ice rod, and I was like, all right, go mode Meyer, like not even checking anything in there until the big key. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, not a mountain climb, not anything, you know, like go mode Hera, not checking anything. It's like a sub-minute. And it's
Oh yeah, I mean that's probably at least 5 minutes to not clear the mountain and then tack on my 1.5 minutes in escape.
And then he even went like Hope Room, got the key, and went immediately to the big key. So that's another minute. So like, you did some good skips with like Eastern big key chest. That was just a hard piece.
Yeah.
It had some good ways, but it was just like not going on the mountain for him was the play, and he did play very well.
Yeah. Did he do pod before getting the flute, or before like Village of Outcasts and stuff then? Because you get those bows and maybe you get a fire rod or something. Oh,
no. So Ticknaldo, actually, when he found, so he did Kek at the start instead of you know, and did like South Shore into Saha, like the standard stuff, and he started in Village. So he didn't even know what Thieves Town is like pennant and crystal wise, but then just did the Thieves Town into Hype Cave, got his bows, found Pod and Easter, and did all of that. Like for him, it didn't just make too much sense to go on the mountain, while for you, after Thieves Town, you check Bumper Cave, you go up there. It just made sense.
Yeah. I thought about delaying the mountain, maybe just getting the old man and saving and quitting and doing. But the mountain was too tempting, especially with mitts, because I was waiting for mitts and hookshot, and there they were. But yeah, feels good to get to round 16. Wish I would have done farther, but happy to get some W's, and got to take the L's with the W's, So GG's to Ticknaldo. Good luck in the German rematch next week. It's like all German Kaz boots this year, right?
A lot of them are there. But we're dwindling down to 8 people right now who are still in the tournament. And slowly, one by one goes until there's only one left.
There can only be one. Yeah, thanks for Ravis and Rocky, and didn't see who was tracking, but thanks for SG, and thanks for all the admins at Kaz Boost Tournament. It's been a real fun ride. Hope to do it again next year.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Dapper. Rocky, I think we can look at the schedule for the upcoming days if you want to. Otherwise, I can go ahead.
Yeah, if you have it up, go for it. I know that there's a few races coming up in the next few days as we, like you said, we move into the quarterfinal matches. Also,
Yeah.
while he's taking a peek at that, make sure you drop both of these wonderful runners, both DapperWormMan and Ticknaldo follows. Also, drop a follow to my fellow commentator Ravis and our wonderful Trevor Packer, Made Wolkerd.
So yeah, looking at the schedule, we have it's gonna be somewhat awkward, but we have 3 matches tomorrow. The first one being at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's gonna be the Lane versus Radical Sniper 99. It's game 1 in that quarterfinals. We have another race an hour later. That is gonna be me against Kaito Rukawa, and we have a back-to-back race. And other than that, we have another match scheduled for Saturday, 2 p.m. That's also going to be the Lane versus Radical Sniper. But the other matches are finalized right now, so expect to be more races coming up. Maybe this weekend, maybe next week. We're gonna see. But yeah, that's it for the Oh, I see Ticknaldo joining us. GG's.
Ja, GG, I'm sorry. Oh mein Gott. Sorry, ich musste mich mal runterkommen, musste weinen. I'm funny. Ja. GG nochmal hier.
Yeah. I mean, good thing you just came in. We were almost finishing up, so maybe we can get some quick words from you. How do you feel? What do you think about the seat?
Dieses Seat ist die Jet Seat, also ja, I think diese Run. What is this? You become here Titans, these Samaria. Oh. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. This is so
No
the Jet
mountains.
Seat. Yeah, I think not clean here, safe here, Maya. With Terror Rocket Bombers. There's no the moment which I think, oh, I need bombers. Yeah, no.
Well, we never found bombos, and we never found the lamp.
Ah, okay.
So this is jet seat.
Yeah. I'm not found the bombers and lamp. Okay. I not check here Death Mountain. Ne?
Yeah, I mean, DapperWorm checked it, and the only thing he found on the mountain, the entire mountain, including Hera, was just a tempered sword.
Ah. Okay.
But other than that, I mean, you played very nicely. I would say you hit the route. The only thing that made the race very interesting from the get-go was DapperWorm unfortunately dying in escape, making him go a slightly different route. Of course, you understand if you die in escape, you know, you want to make that time up, and so we got some divergence early on, and yeah, but in the end, like having not done the mountain, also not having tempered sword, but you know, saving all that time was so good for you that you end up, you know, clutching it, and GG's to advancing to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
All right, well, I think that'll about do us. GG's, Ticknaldo. Good luck on your match versus Ascend. And good luck, Ravis, in your upcoming matches tomorrow.
Yeah, Ticknaldo, any final words you wanna leave on the restream before we wrap things up?
Maybe. You final. Ticknaldo? I don't know.
All right. Well, Rocky, it was a pleasure to commentate with you. A lot of fun.
Yes,
GG's to
too.
yeah, thanks. GG's to chat, GG's to the runners, Ticknaldo and DapperWorm. Follow them.
Thank you, January.
Yeah, you wanna get the last words out of here, Ticknaldo?
Yeah, no. Sorry. Thank you. So thank you, commentary. Thank you, the restream. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh.
And those were some great words to finish the stream. Thank you, everyone, and catch you the next time.